Happy 2024. I cannot believe we're already in the new year and that the holidays are already done. It seems to go faster every year, and we are already in full swing into the new year. We had 2 birthdays already. One January 1st for one son. Then my oldest just turned 16 and he already got his permit and he is so excited. We've already taken him out a couple times in a parking lot and he is just so excited to learn to drive and he's doing really well. So since it is January and it's very cold and it's already snowing outside, it's not too bad here. We haven't had too bad here in Pennsylvania so far, but right now it is snowing. I thought we could make this chevron hat, this warm winter hat together. I'm Rose and welcome to my channel. To make the chevron hat, I'm using yarn B with the Pearlspun in the Jade color and in the pearl color. I'm also using a crochet hook, 5mm, a pair of scissors, and a needle. You will also need a button if you're adding a pom-pom and the pom-pom. To start the hat, I'm going to use the pearl color to make the brim. And we are going to chain 73. When you get to 73, you're going to follow your chain back to make sure it's not twisted, and then you are going to slip stitch back into that first stitch. For round 2, we're going to chain 1, and we are going to be working into these back stitches only, back loops only, and then we are going to place half double crochets into each stitch all the way around. And here we are at the end of round 2, and here mine isn't twisted, but if it was twisted, all I would do is I would keep going until I couldn't go any further to the last one. I'd make it twisted the right way, and then when I would get to this last one, if let's just say it was twisted like this, I would take it and twist it to the right direction so that this would lay flat. And even though this is twisted in, you would not be able to tell and go into that back loop. Even though it's twisted, it would still, you wouldn't be able to tell. And now we're going to go into the top stitch of the, we're going to go into the top of the first stitch and make a slip stitch. And you could come from behind because we're going to be doing front posts, but right now we'll just make a regular slip stitch and chain one. For round 3, now if you would want to go every other color, if you want to start the chevron look earlier, then you would just attach the other color. But I want to do, I'm going to make my brim all the same color. So we're going to be doing front and back posts. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to go into this and make a front post half double crochet. You go into between, you're not going up into the top, you're going to go between your posts and you're going to place your hook into the space and bring it back up into through the back and into the next space, and then you're going to complete your half double crochet as normal. And then we're going to do a back post half double crochet. You're going to yarn over, and now we're going to bring our hook to the back and come up, and now we're going to go through the space, the next space between those two, bring your yarn up and finish your half double crochet. And we're going to do front and back post half double crochets all the way around. I do think I have a video, and if I have a video of the front post and half double crochets, I will link them in the description box. I think I did make a couple videos like that, so I will link those for you. But this is why it stretches a little bit, because it gets stretchy with the front and the back post half double crochets. And then just take your time. It can be a bit tricky because you have to remember to go in the front and in the back. The first round, I think this round might be the hardest, because the next round you'll be able to see the bump and then the space in the back. But I'm going to meet you at the end of round 3. For round 4, you're just going to chain 1, and we're going to continue the same pattern. You're just going to work front and back posts all the way around. We're going to do this for 2 more rounds. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to count this first, the chain, we're going to count that as round 1, and then 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to work 2 more rounds, right? So we'll have 5 in the end. I got a little lost, sorry. So it's going to be 2 more rounds We are going to continue with front and back post half double crochets all the way until round 6. So I will see you at the end of round 6. And then when you come to the end of round 6, you're just going to join with a slip stitch. And then this is the end of our brim, and then we are going to start the body of the hat, and we're going to join our other color. For round 8, we are just going to pull our pearl color through our jade color, or however you want to switch colors, and you always want to bring your second color to the back. Whichever color you're working with, you want it to come around this, because if you get back to here and it's on this side, you're going to see the string that's coming up on the outside of the hat, and you want it on the inside of the hat. So we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to front post half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And this is what's going to start making the chevron look. As we switch colors back and forth, it's going to start to make like the zigzag pattern. So I will see you at the end of round 8. When you come to the end of round 8, you're just going to go into this first stitch and make a front post slip stitch. So it is going to be a little off, but this is the seam, so it's gonna be okay in the end. I know some people get a little upset if it's like off, and I did try to come down and to try to make it a little bit more even, but what happens is then you have a gap right here, so you could play around with it if you like. I did play around with it, and it ended up being a big gap, which I personally don't like. So but if you want to try to make the rows more even on the seam, you certainly can try. And then we're just going to pull up our next color for round 9. For round 9, we are just going to front post half double crochet into each stitch with our jade color, and make sure that you bring the pearl color tail in the back. And we are going to be going every other color all the way until we get to round 28, and then we will finish the hat. So I will meet you at round 28.
I can see the stars align, dance around the moon every night, and now my eyes are open wide, and the sky has never looked so bright. Now I don't need to see the road to believe, yeah, 'cause this is where I'm meant to be, I believe. wander on this winding road in front of me, yeah. 'Cause I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I feel the magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. And I feel the magic.
And when you get to the end of round 28, I am going to do a slip stitch, and I'm going to finish mine off with a knot, with cutting and making a knot. So I usually do about 30 rounds, but this yarn seems to be a little bit thicker than what I'm used to using. This one's just a little bit thicker, so I don't want it to be, if you want it to be like a slouch hat, you can add up to 30, but I feel like for a winter hat, I want it to be a little bit more snug on my head, and also I'm not going to flip this up either. So that way, if you want to flip this up, I would add more rounds to the top, but because I'm not going to, I like it just the way it is. I'm only going to do 28 rounds, and that way it will be snug on my head. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the jade color also, and then so after I cut this, darn it, leave a longer tail than this. I know that I'm going to need it for weaving in. I got a little ahead of myself, I apologize. But we're going to need it to weave in at the end to make the top of the hat. Good thing I left a little bit longer, but I don't know what I was thinking just now. But we are going to just get our needle and weave the top of the hat. So I think this will be probably enough, but make sure you leave a long enough tail so you can weave it. And we're just going to go in and out of the top of each of the stitches, and then I will meet you on the other side when we're all done. Alright, and then when you get to the other end, I did end up with enough to make it all the way around. I'm just going to knot it all the way around a couple times. Flip it the other way, and then make a knot this way. It seems I would probably do a couple more if I had longer yarn, but I'm just gonna leave it like this, and then just tuck it down through the middle. Now I would have liked it to be longer so that I could add my button right onto this, but I'm gonna have to use another piece of yarn for that. Alright, and then I will end up tucking it here so it won't come undone. So like about 2.5 centimeters or an inch button. These are like coconut buttons. I found them on Amazon. I can link them for you in the description, but you just want something, I like this size button, about an inch. And then I'm just going to this will not fit through, so hopefully I have a smaller needle somewhere over here. Here's my needles. So this one should fit right through. Yeah. So I'm going to, ideally it would have been just right on here, but I'm just going to add another piece of yarn. There we go. And I'll just bring it through the top. So this is what it would look like. And then I'm just going to see something. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I forgot I didn't have my other light on. And then just pull it straight through and back up through the top again. And then I'm just going to knot this. You're not even going to see it. And you don't have to double knot it if you don't want to. I'm going to double knot it, and then I'm going to tuck all my ends. And then I'm just going to pull these right down through the hat. Alright, so now they're pulled down into the hat, ready to be tucked. And then I'm going to add this pom-pom I found. I got these on Amazon. I think I was going to use a white one, but this actually isn't too bad. Maybe I'd like a little darker, but it's going to work for at least to show how to do it. And you're just going to pull up your hook, and all I do is pull it back down through, and now I just loop it around my button. Just like that. And then there's the pom-pom. And then you can actually change it out if you like, and if you want a different color, you just pop it right off. If you want to wash your hat, you just undo it, take it off, and then you wash it or you change it out, and it's so cute. So I hope you enjoyed making this chevron hat with me today. It is super warm for winter, and I really like how the two colors turn out with the pom-pom. And I hope you take the time to make one today. And until next time, eat, sleep, pray, and crochet. Thank you so much for watching.